I sprayed myself. Would never know it. Standing almost dead tree. Perfect. Suki's standing up by the house. I just went back to the house to get mosquito repellent. And I think she's now guarding her bet. Am I really going to stay out here for a bit or go back and forth, up and down like I've been doing the last 15 minutes? Poor kid. Well, now she sat by the corner of the house, by the landmark oak. She's a good sport, but she has her limits too. I don't like the lean it's got to it. It's kind of leaning halfway toward landing on you and landing across the trail. So I'm going to have to move this tripod. I don't know what I'm thinking. It's within the path, falling path. Good thing I caught it now. Partially rotted on the inside, so that's a good find. Okay, Suki. Yepper. Good heavy wood. Very heavy wood.
Well, of course, you could.
I think I better go pick her up and put her on a better path. Ooh, they're fast. Oh, okay. Where the hell did she go? Oh, there she is. Jesus. Yeah, get in your shell. Get in your shell. In your shell. No! It's okay now. You're okay. Bye-bye. Hope your babies are fine. Gonna be. Well, she cleaned up her hole. So that means she's done depositing. Good. I don't know if that one's going to survive. It may. They're all suffering shock. These are really suffering shock. I'm encouraged though. And the pine isn't going to show any shock for a while. The candles are yellowing. Well, I did what I could do. I'm going to buy a torch for burning rather than poisoning the hundreds of thistles. Ah, good. Just like the drone. Go for a walk. Well, it's the first day of a week or 10 days of highs in the 80s. And beginning tomorrow, humid. Yeah. Taking a walk down to Otter Pond. Haven't seen it for a few days. Gotta check in. Make sure it's still there. I gotta pick up my trimmings. Slacker. I cut them down and just let them lay there. Forgot totally about them. I need to bring the weed whip down here. Evidence of beaver. Wow. I don't know what else would be doing this. Otters. Very interesting. I gotta be careful of that. That's a 24-inch deep trench under there. That's my bridge. The smell of mint. Whatever's been going on back there, I don't think is beaver. The water is no higher. There hasn't been anything added to the spout. So it's a mystery. Look how thick, impenetrable, except by Suki. Well, that's a shame. Sure is going neglected. Yep, mosquitoes. Deer flies, deer flies. Gosh. Well, there's Mama Woodpecker. Mama and Daddy. They are really protective. Suki came down here day before yesterday. Jesus. She came down here. I was over by the house, corner of the house. I went looking for her. She was down here. And one of the woodpeckers is just putting up a hell of a row. I've been aware of it, just kind of subconsciously. Yeah, they don't. I've only ever had one honking at me. Now there's two. Wonderful meadow. I've sprayed these green leaves and branches lower. They don't seem to be being affected, so maybe the plant is entirely dead and not respirating, which I think they need to be able to do to absorb the vinegar. This is the wood I brought over from Chuck's. I got a text from him yesterday saying he was chipping up a bunch of debris from over at his place, and he found some oaks, and if I want them, come on over, get them out of his way. So I ran over and sectioned up, brought it all home in the back of the car. I ended up splitting it all on the cracker. God, that's a wonderful tool. You don't have to swing with the axe, and the imprecision of where you hit the chunk of wood. You can get it exactly where you want it. Well, you've seen me do that. So it's a totally full wheelbarrow. Mostly oak, a few birch on top, and I'm going to stack it on my new platform. I'm going to cover it with a tarp. I don't need a roof. This is mainly for overflow, excess. And this is the second day of highs in the upper 80s and 90s with high humidity. It's not bad yet. Still in the low 70s, but it's just a little before 9. I've got the house closed up now, and just on the radio this morning they were saying a high of 95 with very high humidity for today. We're like the epicenter of this hot. Southern Minnesota is getting rain, heavy rain right now. Some roads are closed, flash flooding. We don't have a chance, well, there's a 25% chance of rain today, but all of it's staying south. Well, it's a bit of a project of going to take a little more time and planning, because the ends are going to be like this, so that they will serve as ends. The wood in the middle is just going to be, stacked in here up against the ends. These will hold them in place from just collapsing over out of bounds. And there's a lot of this wood is beautifully split with a nice flat side so it won't roll around. Just gotta pick through it. So I'll let you know. Nope. That's more like it. Keep them level. Don't just throw them in there higgly-piggly. Building a monument. Just like a fieldstone fireplace. Artiste. Stone by stone, it's got to be carefully chosen to fit. If it doesn't fit, don't think, yeah, it'll be okay. Put each piece in. That is made to go in that spot. What I don't want happening is 2 hours from now taking a look at it and saying, oh shit, because there's something way down 2 hours ago that isn't enhancing the strength. It's a weak link. I'm new at this, so on the job training. Yeah. No. Alright. This is good for now. Well, I'm sitting on the scaffolding I set up a couple days ago, as intended first as a perch to take photos of fireflies at night. And so far I haven't used it. I've been yawning and falling asleep by 9:30, which isn't anywhere near firefly season time yet. So I'm determined to use this a little bit. Kind of fun being up this high. All the way up here out of Suki's reach. Yeah. Originally the house was going to be sitting on the slope with the closest end of it about right across here, and the rest of it out there with a walkout basement, which you would have walked out into water in good years. In bad years, which I've never seen, and I don't know if it's ever happened, the water would be up into the basement. Well, I was given this alternative of where it is now. Thank God I went with the consensus that, yeah, we got to have it sort of back out of the way. And one good thing about it, it's more out of view from the highway. And this time of year, all the foliage across here is blockage. The highway is right through there. When I'm on the front, no, I gotta be over there. I can just barely see the highway, which is fine with me. Unfortunately, the west side of the house here looks exactly west. Now, this time of year, the sun is just setting way up through there. In the winter, it's setting down through there. You can hear a dump truck. What's really funny is when you're outside in the morning. Oh, bird fight. That's a rose-breasted grosbeak, I think. When you're outside in the morning, say 7:30, 8 o'clock, you can hear this thumping. Boom, 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 boom. It's the UPS truck going along. It's an echo chamber with wheels. Very distinct. I have a bounty of posies out here. I'm going to show you. Morning glories. These are supposed to be annuals, I thought. I did not sow these seeds. First noticed them last summer, and I was a little bit annoyed because the vines are taking over. I love morning glories. I used to plant them every year in my former living place in Wisconsin. And they would grow. I had a trellis made for them. They would grow 10 feet high and then keep going. They didn't have anywhere to go up, so they'd wrap around. And I come here, and then last summer I noticed for the first time, oh, are they really morning glories? No, they couldn't be. Well, they are. And they're perennial, apparently, for some odd reason. And last summer, God, I love these. I can't wait to see what's gonna bloom on these. Anyway, last summer, the vines of the morning glories were seemingly choking everything else out. So I went in here, a jungle of growth, and tried to get to the source, the beginning of these vines, assuming there was only one at the time. Well, that was a fool's errand. I worked and worked and worked, and now they're back even more flourishingly than they were last year. And I'm going to leave them now. Why do I have to take them out? They're choking out the weeds. God, what a nursery. Look at the Well, these are newly flowered out. And I love these. I don't remember seeing these last year.